Hello everyone! Welcome back to my ant tribe diary. Yesterday, I made an important decision to move the ants to a better location. Today, I'm happy to report that the decision seems to have been the right one. After the relocation, the air circulation improved, and their condition has greatly improved. However, there are still some colonies that worry me, especially the Nicobar Archback Ants and Artisan harvester ants, as their populations are very small now. After moving to a better ventilated spot, the ants' condition has clearly improved. The air circulation has allowed them to be much more active, and they seem more lively than before. However, the timing of this change might have been too late. The Nicobar Archback Ants and Artisan harvester ants only have a few worker ants left. Though their nests still contain eggs, the hatching of these eggs takes time, and I'm deeply afraid that the queen might fall ill too, which would mean the end of the entire colony. In these two colonies, although both have eggs in the nests, the queen's conditions are worrying. Every time I observe them, the queens are in a resting state, seemingly lacking the energy to care for the eggs. This makes me fear that the colonies might not be able to continue growing. I really hope these colonies can recover, but if the queens die, the entire colony could be lost. In contrast to the Nicobar Archback Ants and Artisan harvester ants, the Turkestan Archback Ants have had a much better experience. After the relocation, their workers are noticeably more active. Each worker ant seems engaged in its tasks, and the colony is much more organized. I've noticed that in the corner of their nest, they've started gathering food, which signals that they might be preparing for future growth. As long as I leave them in peace for a while, I believe they will begin to thrive. Interestingly, the food resources I provided yesterday, which included a high protein and paste, seem to have remained untouched. This is a food that the ants normally love, but it appears they haven't gathered it. This might be because the current state of their nest is still unstable, so the worker ants have prioritized restoring the colony's health over immediate food collection. As I observed the colonies, I noticed an interesting pattern. Each nest had a similar number of worker ants left. The Artisan harvester ant colony has only one queen and 4 worker ants left. Although these worker ants seem to be in good condition, the queen remains motionless, resting, and seemingly needing more time to recover. The Nicobar Archback ant colony is in a similar situation, with 1 queen and 4 worker ants, and their workers appear to be in good shape too. However, the Turkestan Archback ants are in a much healthier state. The queen is more active and occasionally interacts with the workers. The colony has 5 worker ants, and each one is standing guard and performing its duties. Their positions around the nest suggest that each worker is fulfilling its task, making me feel that the health of the Turkestan Archback ant colony is currently the best among the 3. These 3 colonies arrived at my place around the same time, though the Artisan harvester ants came a little earlier. Unfortunately, the Artisan harvester ants have not experienced the explosive growth I was hoping for. While the Nicobar and Turkestan Archback ants arrived later, my earlier missteps have led to a greater loss among the Turkestan Archback ants. For the Nicobar Archback ants, I've made sure to disturb them as little as possible, yet they have had the highest mortality rate. There are daily casualties, and some workers have even died in the nest. This deeply concerns me. The design of the nest is also problematic, as the dead ants cannot be easily removed by hand, and the living workers don't seem to have any intention of moving their deceased companions. Over time, this could lead to bacterial growth, further complicating the situation. Yesterday, a fan asked about bullet ants. Based on my current experience, I'm not sure I can take proper care of bullet ants, but if the opportunity arises, I would like to try raising them. For now, my priority is to help the 3 colonies I currently have recover and hope that the worker ant deaths will stop increasing. I want to see these colonies grow strong again. That's all for today's Ant Diary. If you enjoy the little world of ants, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. Every like and subscription helps me improve and allows you to stay up to date on the latest updates on the ants' growth journey. In the future, our ant colonies will grow stronger and stronger, and your support is the driving force behind our progress. Thank you for watching and supporting. I hope we can witness these ants' miracles together.